Donkey Kong Country Returns HD has been out for a few months now. It's a very basic HD remaster of an otherwise almost 20-year-old game. But poor pricing aside, I feel like it's a very fun and convenient remaster. Definitely the best way to experience the absolute masterpiece of Donkey Kong Country Returns. But with all that said, we have finally gotten official global sales numbers on Returns HD. After only a few months, the game is already sitting at 1,270,000 sales worldwide, which is very impressive, certainly not a number I was expecting at all. This already almost puts it above that Metroid Prime remaster that released a couple years back, and that retailed for even less. Some other game sales were also announced. Mario Odyssey has now crossed over 30 million sales, Zelda Echoes of Wisdom has hit 4 million in the span of about 1 year, and Super Mario Party Jamboree is now at 7.5 million sales worldwide. Aside from all that, Donkey Kong Country has always been a very profitable franchise, so this really shouldn't be a shocker that a new title in the series sold pretty well. However, considering the fact this is a very basic HD remaster of a 15-year-old Wii game, more specifically a 12-year-old 3DS port of a 15-year-old Wii game, retailing for full price, also releasing in the tail end of the Nintendo Switch's life, I was honestly expecting this to be a pretty big flop. To be fair, Nintendo has been marketing the hell out of this game to a point it's almost obsessive, but initially I believed no amount of marketing would save this game from being overshadowed by not only a whole new gaming system, but also a much bigger game from the same series, that being Donkey Kong Bananza. Though yet again, it turns out I am wrong. As in half a year, this bare bones overpriced yet pretty good remaster is already confidently on its way to 2 million sales. Now I will say this is both a good and bad thing. It's good because it builds hype for the new Donkey Kong Bananza game coming later this summer, and it confirms to Nintendo that there is a very large market for standalone Donkey Kong video games. However, this is also a bad thing, because at the end of the day, this is just a glorified HD 3DS game being marked up for full price. This game, and Luigi's Mansion 2 HD selling well, confirm to Nintendo that they can continue to get away with making very shallow remasters of 20-year-old games at full price with minimal changes or features. There's no reason why Returns HD couldn't have had a new playable character like Funky Kong or Cranky Kong, or even a boss fight for World 9. Who knows, King K. Rool? That would have been sick. But no, instead all we get is a HD version of the 3DS port of a game which sold for $30 12 years ago. This is a very negative effect on Nintendo remasters going forward, but it's also a big positive for the future of the Donkey Kong Country series. If we consider the current sales numbers for Returns HD being 1.5 million, and then add on the 7 million from the Wii sales and the 3.5 from the 3DS sales, this game as a whole has easily crossed the 10 to 12 million copies range, which is big news as this makes it the best-selling Donkey Kong Country game by a good amount. It's also a damn shame because it seems like with the Switch 2, Nintendo is phasing out Rareware Donkey Kong, so instead of this game's success being a launchpad for more retro studio Donkey Kong Country games, Returns HD doing well really is just an emotional send-off to a version of this character we have all known for well over 30 years. So at the end of the day, there is both good and bad that come out of this remaster doing very well. I personally don't think the sales will rocket too high after this, but my prediction is that by the end of its run, Donkey Kong Country Returns HD will sell maybe 3 or 4 million copies. I'm thinking it'll beat the 3DS port of the game, and maybe even Tropical Freeze on the Switch. But hey, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe, as I would really like to know if there's demand for Donkey Kong Country content, as I love talking about all things Donkey Kong. But with all that said, I will see you guys next time. Also, Nintendo, please add Tiki Tong to Bananza. Please, please, please.